So how are you going to do it? That is the question. Because you see, when we have problems, usually self-inflicted, self-created, regardless of what we see, it's always about us. When we have problems, we gotta face it, accept responsibility for our actions, and the actions that we take invite, quote unquote, others in to do their shit because there's a problem. You're doing it to yourself. This is not blaming, this is a fact. I've done it often enough and I'll probably still continue to do it. But I know enough to stop blaming other people. Soul Dancer, the White Dragon here. I empower women to embody their authenticity, which means you walk your talk. When people see you coming, they see who you are. And I empower women to express their truth without struggle, using energetic techniques in the path to the power within. So how are you going to do it? You're facing a problem. The Americans like to, they have all these politically correct words like challenge. Sure, it's a challenging situation, but it's a problem. How are you going to fix that problem? You are where you are at point 0. How are you going to get to 10? It's an uphill battle. Usually the incline is this steep. Not even this steep, It's usually this steep. Get help. Ask for help. But before all that, you have to be honest enough with yourself. Notice what I said. You have to be honest enough with yourself to admit and accept that you created the situation that you are in. A lot of women will reject that because they are stuck in blame. But you see, the issue right here is, what date is it? The 27th of December? You have 4 more days till 31st December in order to, hello Joanne Harrison, in order to get your shit together. And what do I mean by that? I mean to accept. Now that's unusual and that's a symbol. And that's telling me that there is a communication issue. See this? This is where thoughts are stored in your throat chakra. And when you cannot communicate and say what you want and say what is on your mind, you usually end up shit creek without a paddle, because the other person is going to misinterpret or think all sorts of things about your actions or inactions. You have to learn to communicate, which means just spit it out, no matter how difficult it is. Say what is on your mind. Speak what is on your heart. The other person doesn't have to agree with you. And even more importantly, beautiful souls, the other person doesn't have to like you. The other person doesn't have to like what you are saying. What you are saying is important to you and only you, because you need to express it and get it out. The more you hold in, and now I'm feeling a thing in my throat here from somebody, the more you hold it in is the more anxiety you are going to feel. And the more you are going to dig in and feel frustrated and have all of these symptoms, because you are stifling it down. That's the bottom line. I was going to say repressing, pushing it down, but you are stifling your feelings. When you stifle your feelings, when you cannot get out, my God, you all need to deal with a shitter. You need to deal with your shit right now. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it with you all and say, you have to express your truth. Your truth is only important to you. I repeat, the other person doesn't have to like what you are saying. That's all right. You have to get it out. Good for you, Joanne Harrison. When you get it out, even when you are shaking in your boots, especially if you're dealing with a parent, they won't like it. They know what's going on. Please believe that. They know what is going on because you are sending off the vibes, but they will never want to hear. Whether it's with a partner, a husband, a lover, etc., a co-worker, get it out of you. Because when you keep on holding it in here, it begins to turn into dis-ease. It could be anything. It could be high blood pressure. It could be anything. And I want to remind you all, and this is where I'm going to end. Your emotions are creating your diseases. That's why we don't say disease anymore, you know. It's a dis-ease, which means you are feeling ill at ease. And the more you hold in negative emotions, is the worse you are going to feel. You are all welcome to book a one-on-one 90-minute session with me. The book now button on Facebook is up top. And yes, it is payment in advance. And if there are any Trinidadians or Trinis, as they are known locally, who are interested, you can pay me locally. Without, you can pay me the equivalent in local dollars. The bottom line is, beautiful souls. Now, let me be clear. You don't need me, you know. You don't need me. What I am offering is a service because I have been there. What you do need is to be real with yourself, to accept that the guts that are so tight is from fear because you don't know how to deal with this person. You don't know how to say what's on your heart because you've been holding it in so long. It's entirely up to you. If you continue to feel the shaking in your knees and in your legs because of what you have to say, and then decide not to say it, or you just spit it out. It's not to have a conversation. It is for you to speak your truth, say namaste, and walk away, and let the person absorb it as they feel. I'm going to say this last thing. What other people feel about what you say is not your business. It has nothing to do with you. What the other person is feeling is based on their emotions and where they are right now. So they could be resentful, they could be angry, they could be enraged, they could feel hurt, etc. That is not your business. You are not doing it for them. You are not speaking your truth for them. You are doing it for yourself. And when you speak your truth, that is the beginning of healing. Namaste, beautiful souls. Ciao.